Hi, I'm Kathy Fitzgerald. I play Mrs. Gloop in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I'm here today to play Roll Call. First of all, I'm going to say that you never completely nail a role, but this is my proudest moment. I did Lily Tomlin's Search for Signs of Intelligent Life in the Universe. Did it 4 times. She saw me do it. You play 13 different characters, and you're on stage by yourself for 2.5 hours. It's kind of lonely backstage, so they hired me a dresser who didn't have to change my clothes. So we just talked. Swinging on a Star. I was really proud of the show. It ran for 5 months only in 1995. There was only 7 of us, and Michael McGraw and I were the comic relief. So we were throwing our bodies all over the stage. We were complete bruises, and then on top of being slapstick and falling all over the place and trying to get laughs, they decided they didn't have enough people to dance, so I had to dance with Eugene Fleming and Denise Faye, who were dancers. Like, one week, Michael and I were holding onto each other like this on stage, saying, "I don't think we can do this another day." And we were a bruise from here to here, and I said, "I don't want to say this, but I think we have to close because I can't even feel my body." And he agreed, and the next day, we got our notice. Bam, bam, bow. This was actually a hit. It was pretty funny, but it was rough to make the material work, so we were working super, super, super hard. What happened was, at the time Rosie O'Donnell's show was on, and she used to promote musicals, and John McD came to see it. He came, and on national TV on Rosie O'Donnell's show said, "You gotta see this cute little travel skit, you guys, it's amazing." So because it was national TV, instead of closing the next day, we ran for 3. Even though I didn't look like her when I came out of the stage door, but I think it's this one because I did it for so long on Broadway. I looked like hell, and I was in a scene with all guys, but it was delicious because the guys were Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick and Gary Beach and Roger Bart, and there I was looking like a he-she. Keep it gay, keep it gay, keep it gay. Oh God. Nightclub Confidential at the Tiffany Theater with Scott Bakula. I was 25 years old and I was hot. I know it's hard to believe now because I'm 82. I got to make out with Scott Bakula every day for 8 shows a week. It was so fun and it was really sexy, and there's nothing like kissing Scott Bakula 8 shows a week. It was steamy. Ta-da! This role was a blast. I loved her. She was so weird. I had a great song in a bathroom with people dancing around me. I wish it would have ran for 5 years, not 6 months. She lived alone with about 16 cats. She never had dated. She was weird, and I loved her so much. And I loved to belt my guts out 8 shows a week with this great song that Stephen Aremus and Dolly Parton wrote. It was a very loose backstage. My kid came. She babysat. Alice and Janney had 5 dogs running around backstage at all times. It was just always a super duper party. I've been playing this part, which I love, on and off for 6 years, on Broadway, on the national tour. I know who she is. I love doing this role. It's delicious. I'm usually a comedian, but for some reason Joe Montello thought it was cool for me to do a bad guy. And I'd never done a bad guy before, and at first I was terrified, and then I loved it. I loved everything about it. Mrs. Gloop, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm a lot like her because she's full of joy. She's usually in a really good mood. She really likes cheese, and she loves to laugh. This character laughs at the slightest thing. The only difference between me and Mrs. Gloop is that she has an IQ of maybe, like 60. And mine is higher than that. Definitely this one. She was the great aunt in the Dangerous Liaisons series of Smash. They hired me to do the comedy number with Sean Hayes, who is a friend and who I love. I had a corset on, so my girls were literally up here. We were messing around and Sean and I were laughing, and on a break, he said, "They're amazing. Can I touch one?" I went, "Babe, yes." So he started going like this. I go, "Just play bongos. Just play bongos and see what happens." So he was like, "Okay." So Sean's like, "Deo. Oh, Casey Nikolai was the director of the shot, and he saw us playing bongos, and he went, "Oh, can we do that?" in the shot? And I said, yeah, it's a great idea. So in the shot, teeny little part, teeny little thing, Sean Hayes in a period costume and me with my girls up to here, he totally full out, play bongos on my boobies. 10 seconds on the screen, but monumental memory. Thank you, Broadway.com. This giant Post-it thing is amazing. It's amazing to see this up there. Man, I'm old. Please come see Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I play Mrs. Gloop. It is really inspirational and magical, the things that are going on at the lunch right now. And you have to see Christian Borle. He's the real deal. And he's my boyfriend. I'm just saying. Sorry, girls.